happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of American Truck Simulator Home Daily. And I can tell the production, well, not even production, more though the audio department probably has the reverb on this mic a little too much today. But that's okay. We'll work with it. Okay, so let's just jump to the main point of this video. I'm gonna start by saying the title fits correctly. The reevaluation, because I originally thought when I leased on the gallon, I was leasing on for the gas station division, thinking 95% of what I'd be hauling was fuel, diesel, stuff like that. So the first load of ethane that I took, I believe it was in the last video, felt fitting for the lease. Thus I figured I was doing just that, gas station stuff. Well, turns out, which I'm not complaining, but it turns out it's like a little light bulb that goes off on my head after, like, now I think it's like the second week of doing this lease. When I called up Gallon, I actually called up the corporate, meaning Gallon Oil, which would explain why Kimzo has been such a large sister company that I've delivered to and picked up from, and that comes across the board under the Gallon Authority. So it's just funny, you know. I'm not complaining one bit. The net income has been crazy good. Like this is like the first time I've had rollover after I've met my minimum. That's why this week, shoot, I want to say after this load, it's only Tuesday now. Actually, I don't even think it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning now. It just done Tuesday morning. But with the rollover I had from last week doing this lease, and this load, and this is the second drop, because I already dropped earlier today, or yesterday rather, Monday morning, I'm legit going to meet my minimum and probably be home by Wednesday. That's like one of the perks I love about this lease. It's got the crazy, here I'll show you, because I want to say even this load is like $100-some a mile. 92. Okay, so not as high as the other one, but you see it's a little short baby one. I went from there to there, and that was from yesterday. The only reason I'm sitting now over here now, and I got here and I was gonna try and get home, but stuff happened, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But you know, that's why I said I had to do a reevaluation, just let you know my new, let me get inside too, it's a little cold, my new views on this after doing this for about 2 weeks, because I literally thought I'd be going to a lot of gas stations and whatnot like that. Turns out, because I called corporate, yeah, no, that wasn't what happened, which I'm not complaining about, like I said. But I might, at one point, since it is with Gallon and everything, and I know they have company drivers and company leases for gas stations, gas stations, truck stops, stuff like that, I may, one point, call them up and try and get on to that just to experience it, and if need be, which I don't like being, but if I have to, because I'm sure that I've heard and I've seen that's how they work for a lot of the local things, the company trucks, so meaning the company driver. If I have to for a day or two or a load or two just to get the feel for it, I will. I got no complaints about that. I said I want to try and experience it all. Oh man, I'm tired though now. It's 1 in the morning. So I guess I'm going to lay down now because like I said, they don't unload until 6 this morning. I mean, they said they'd be here, but when I got here, no one was here, and I'll just unload when they get here around 6. So do that. So I'm gonna lay my head down. But now I'm gonna show you a clip I took when I was running with this lease at your Gallon, because that's like one of my new favorite spots with Gallon anyway, which further explains why it was interesting. Yeah, I'll show you on the map the whole Gallon Kimzo thing, which is so funny. I'm still laughing at it in my head, just that I thought I was with just the Gallon gas station. But nope, a lot of Kimzo stuff comes up, and that speaks to what I'm saying. Because where is it? Oakland. Oh, here, right here. I'm gonna show you a video I picked up out of here. I want to say the end of last week. Yeah, I picked up out of here. Notice it says Kimzo. Well, while I go lay down in this bunk, get my rest for the night, look at this video and tell me if you see Kimzo anywhere on this sign. But it's understandable because it's Gallon Oil. So alright, I'll holler at y'all tomorrow morning, and we will see what's going on for the rest of the day and see if I'm headed home. Yep, so here's that video I was talking about. Well, morning. It's 5 in the morning, I believe. Yeah, I was dead behind sleep. I heard the banging on the door. They were like, "All right, you're good." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Let me just get about my pajamas here." So, good to go. Emptied out. But what was I gonna say? Sorry, I'm still getting going. Oh, isn't it crazy though? That says Kimzo on the map, but it's all gallon. It's very interesting like that. That's why I love doing these things about leases. It just shows you little things about it you wouldn't think or see. You just pass going along the way. So let's see what we got going on for today. Check the board, see what we got happening. Like I said, I'm hoping this will be a short video. I'm hoping, but I am definitely gonna get in the X trending. I've been keep trying to put that in. Stuff's been happening, and I want to get that going. And I've already got the not the approval, but they are okay with the idea of it. So, and see what we got. And that's another thing I want to talk about. You never seen anybody talk about this, like legit. Like this is the first time I've seen it. I mean, granted, I think I might have said this in the last video, but it's nice to see the consistency and continuity sticking with your trailer and what you have. You know, just an interesting little tidbit. Let's see what we got going. Cause I don't need that. I only need like, I think 40. I only need like 40,000 to meet my minimum for this week, and then I'll be done. So let's see what we got. Let's see if I can get by the house. And head back up to San Fran. That's 35. And see what I mean? 103. And that's only 6 hours. Yeah. Possible. That's a possible one. See, I'm not trying to go all the way out to New Mexico if I can help it. Bus though 18, but that's too short even if I doubled up. Let's see. Well, that's another thing too. If I want to be done for the week, I might turn the trailer in then, cause they were similar to like Bellflower. When you know you're gonna be off for a while, drop the trailer somewhere, let them know where it's at, and go from there. And then you get a new trailer the following week. Let's see, Ogden, Utah, a little too far. It'll get me way past. And this is how I get now, since we're talking about it. This is how you get rollover. At least I get rollover because it doesn't really happen to many leases. It's the first one it works with. Say I was to take this one, and I only need 40, and I need another 43. Actually, would be extra, so I can roll it over to the following week, and it gets to be how it is like this week. Well, I'm not that pressed to meet my minimum. I just don't want to go that far. And the gal is, I want to say I might be doing this Oakland one, but I'll still need another 2 to meet my minimum, but I'm sure I can get 2. Hey, and it's Oakland. That's the big one I was just showed you in the video. It wasn't planned, but yeah, and the big one, like this one is a big. You saw in the video, it's a nice big. Excuse me, a nice big one. So yeah, I think I might do that one. It's a. Yeah, I'm not the only thing about Gallon is what you've probably seen in this video and the last one. All of their stuff is usually heavy. It's always heavy. And yeah, I could just head straight home, do this for 4, which kind of, I mean, it's big miles, big paper mile. But I'm like, yeah, why head home? Then you still have to go back out. So yeah, I'll probably head up to Oakland. Oh, and it's going to Oakland Shippers. When's it delivered? I bet it's a press load. Yeah. But it delivers, but it pulls right out of here. So yeah, I think this will be the one I'll get. Like I said, it's a kind of press load. It's got to be up to about 4 today, and if you know heavy, that means it's not like I'm gonna be flying down the road. But anyway, I think that's the one we're gonna get for today. And 9 out of 10 when I get up to Oakland. Well, we'll see when we get up there. Yeah, I'll show y'all when we get up there. So alright then, let me start all the paperwork for this and get going. So I disconnected the trailer and just left it back here because I didn't realize this joke only had like 18 minutes left on it for validity. So disconnected it real quick, and yep, there you go, it's still there. See, 16 minutes left. And the reason I say disconnect the trailer because I could swing out. Yeah, I could have made it because it's right here, but I'm like, I'd rather just do that than just hook back up and put it where they need it, you know, just to make sure I got the load locked in, you know. So go ahead, take job. Cool. Now let's see what they actually want to be funny if it's the exact same spot. Well, let's go get the trailer first, because it's not often I do this, but when it's a tight, you know, which I wish they would just let it be right there, because it's legit right there. Look at this. Look at this. Like, that's where I dropped the trailer, and that's where they want me to put it to get loaded. I mean, I'm right here. Y'all couldn't just move stuff over. Whatever, hey, my name is locked in, it's good to go, so I could take all the time in the world I wanted to now to get loaded. Swing, swing, swing. I think I'm going to pull up a little bit because I'm going to be a little off. Yeah, I thought so. There we go. Alright, I'll get back up under it. I think we're gonna be right about there. Just slide in with me. There we go. Cool. Locked in. Cool. And I will get with y'all when we were over there in the loading spot, which is crazy that I gotta move it over like what, like maybe 30 feet. But whatever. No, probably more than 30. I'm not the best with math. Okay, so say like maybe here, you know, we're going to answer that question right now if I had to guess. So here. So maybe like 80 feet. But they could have just let it be loaded from here. But whatever, don't matter. I'm getting my money. I'm getting loaded rather either way. So I'll get with y'all when we're over there lined up, get ready to get loaded. Actually, probably after we get loaded. Yeah, I'll get with y'all after we get loaded. Okay, we all loaded up. All to the max. Heavy behind thing, but I can't argue with the pay, so. Let's see. Yep. All the way up to Oakland, a simple 580 cut, so that's why I don't mind going to Oakland, to be completely honest. I like going to Oakland, it's just a matter of getting there half the time, depending on the lease I'm with and what I'm hauling and all that. So we'll do that, and that. Excuse me, just readjusting. So we got that. Release this brake. Your tug tells me sure she's locked. Yep, she's good. Let's get out of here. They need it by, or they want it by 4 today, and I'm expected to get there by 2. So it'll be a little tight. A little tight. And I'm debating if I want to follow GPS. I'm gonna have to cut it hard to get past this because I didn't really feel like doing the whole swinging in and out. So keep going. There we go. And we're good. I'll take a little bit of the curve, but that's okay. That left. Alright, let's roll. One.
Well, since we've been talking about leasing and whatnot going down the road here, and we still got like a good little time and some miles to cover, I'm going to give y'all something I've been wanting to do for a while. I just never really found the opportunity, really. And I guess now, since it's kind of like something to be talking about, I'm going to talk about it. And that's my updated 2023 list of leases from 1 to 5. Like my top 5 pretty much. I'll start with the over-the-road leases because, I mean, it's in my blood. I'm an over-the-road boy. And I just feel like that's the one that's going to be the more one you see on this channel than Home Daily, like my local leases. Because I got the local leases, but when it comes over the road, I definitely can't argue with the money. So I'll just give you my top 5 over the road leases. So, my top 5 over the leases. And before I get started, let me just say some of these are a mixture of local and over the road, but I'm going to still call it over the road since I gotta get over to where it is to that state to get into that lease deeply. So let me just say that now. So let's get started. My number 1 over the road. I'm sorry, and I mean, don't get me wrong. At one point I thought it might be another one, but it's still this one. 42 Print. I'm sorry, that is my favorite over the road lease. I love when I get to lease one to them. Shoot, great net pay on most loads. I can usually get back home after about like 8 days or so being out, and they rarely ever have press time loads. So I get to enjoy and pace myself with the load, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, 42 Print, that is my number 1. What is my top over the road lease? Shoot, when I see I need to do when I know I need to do like over the road thing, those are the ones that's the lease I'm always trying to go to. Now don't get me wrong, no lease is perfect. One of the few downsides with 42 Print is they don't have a lot of terminal bases in other states, so gotta go through their sister contracts. And yeah, it's not complicated to do, but me personally, I get like a pet peeve, whatever you want to call it. I just enjoy once I get to a state or city and see they got a 42 Print, so it makes it easy and super easy and calm figuring out what my next load and to plan out my week and all that stuff, you know. So is that, and in addition, the only other downside I'd say with 42 Print lease, in my opinion, contradictorily actually, I'm screwing up that word, contradictingly, is their pay per mile. Don't get me wrong, 42 Print does bring in the 6 figures in a week with ease and comfort, but there still is the baseline of the base pay, and where some other companies can get up to $100 per mile. Prime example, gallon, they get $100 per mile on a lot of this stuff. It is very common with 42 Print to see 50 to 70s a mile. So that's why I never do local with them, because to me, they are the over-the-road company for what I'm trying to make, what I'm trying to bring in, what my bottom line for the week is trying to be. Like any of the leases I describe in this video, you can try them for yourself, decide what you think. That's just my opinion with 42 Print and what they do and how they fit me. Now, my second top over-the-road choice would probably be Bitterman. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, I don't know what that was. Yeah, it would probably be Bitterman. The pay per mile on that is insane. Like, I think that's the company I've seen you get like close to $300 per mile. Like, it really, one load, and I can meet my high 200,000 minimum for the week. One load. That's them. That's Bitterman. They also have a lot of Bitterman terminals, from yards to roadworks, just a variety of stuff, and it's all within Bitterman. It's just easy to know when I get there. 80% chance I'm gonna load from another Bitterman or a Bitterman type terminal shipper and all that. Not a sister company, but a straight Bitterman thing. Now, again, no lease is perfect. So downside though, and they have a few more than 42 Print. My biggest one, you never get light loads, like at all. Like, all of their stuff is always heavy, meaning my fuel mileage is crap. Granted, I should use a heavy haul truck most of the time when I go there, when I use them, but for some odd reason, Bitumen Me falls under, in my mind anyway, just another like company not needed to go for heavy haul per se, you know. To me, heavy haul truck worth companies are like Avalanche Steel and Coastline Mining. Companies whereas Bitumen, yeah, they do a lot of heavy, especially if you get like an empty trailer going out to get something. But a lot of drop and hook loads for them can still be little things like road rollers or plows. So I don't consider them a heavy haul dedicated company per se. Who knows? Maybe this episode will finally engrave in my mind to just use a heavy haul truck for them more often. But I'll still always just think of Bitumen like this truck right here. My Western Star, I'll use it for them because that's just, to me, that's, I can be okay using it. Besides the heavy and the high fuel mileage, the con number one. But at any rate, though, that is part of the cons of Bitumen, the high fuel costs, consumption, all that jazz. Plus, and I know it's not something they control, but it seems a lot of time, the hills. Like whenever I get a Bitumen load, the hills are usually with a lot of the loads. And I mean, I know just where I'm going, stuff like that. But still, like, it always seems like when I get with Bitumen, I get on a load and I'm going up a big behind hill. Now, granted, yeah, the weight plays a difference. But I put it like that, it just seems like to me, I can be with 4.2 print, and besides the dreaded Interstate 5 hill, never hit another big hill like that for at least like 500, 600 miles. That is definitely a punch to the bottom line of the week. Shoot, when you get on them hills, because you get the big money, but that fuel burning hills and the weight and all that, so that's another con. Also, maybe it's because I'm just not I was never a big low boy person. I'm used to them now, so I've gotten used to it, but coming from a drive-in primarily, 53 foots, mostly when I went to Bitumen for the first 2 times I've leased over to them, those low boy trailers sometimes can get caught up in the most impromptu places because they so low. Like legit, you be going down the road, you think you're good, and just you can't move, and it's just because it's low. Now I'm glad I have to try it now that I know they added this now. They got a new feature where you can raise and lower the axle on the back of the tractor. So maybe that's why they did it, because that used to be a big issue. I remember you be going place and have a Bitumen load like a low boy, a tractor, whatever you got, be scraping the ground because you can't get going. It's just a headache. So maybe now they've added that. That'll help. That'll maybe help raise it up now, and that might take one of the cons away for Bitumen. And again, this is all my opinion. You think what you want if you do this, but that's my opinions on it all. So, doing it so long and much now, I've learned what to do about them low boy drops, but still, I just still count that as a con for them and that company. When I think Bitumen, those are the 3 things that first pop to my mind. High behind fuel costs for burning fuel, what else? The low boys and everything I just mentioned before. I can't think of it now because I'm already thinking about number 3. So anyway, on to my top 3, third one for the list. And this is where it comes a bit of a battle. I'm actually torn between 2 now. Gallon is like the new competitor, because I'm telling you, this load, this has been some good running. I'm definitely coming back to them and go. But this, I was doing the trial thing, just see how they like, and I'll still stick to what it was before. And maybe after I balance them out, maybe one day I'll jump between this and the one I'm originally about to say is my third, which still is my third. Bounce back before, tune in, and just look at the numbers and see how it plays out. But anyway, my third one is Welks Livestock Hauling. Yep, I know it sounds weird, but it is. And this is where I said earlier, a mixture of local and over the road. But I'm going to still call it an over the road company because I have to get over to Montana from Cali, LA. Once I'm there, I'm all livestock trailing and whatnot till I try and head back this way under the reefer division. So when I'm doing that, I have a lot of local ones with the livestock, which plays really well. So I can't complain. I want to say that livestock may get me over here not here, I'm past it, but back in California, back my house. I think they might load like out from Redding or Hills or something over there, but I know for sure their reefer division will get me to Montana from here and back home, which is why that's what I do. Because I'm not trying to take a load to get to a load, to get to the actual premise of the lease, which is livestock. No, I'm not doing that. That's why I go to the livestock to get over to Montana, then jump over to, not the livestock, the reefer to get over to Montana, then jump to the livestock. So, that's why I'm glad they have the reefer division, because if not, I don't think I'd ever lease on with them again, really, if they couldn't get me over there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the livestock, but it's getting over there. It's like one of the biggest issues for me, because they're primarily big over in Montana. And I live in, as you know, LA, and yeah, I mean, don't think it's unlikely either, because I know a couple companies I might go back to them just for a nostalgia thing, but I won't touch again. Like, I'll tell you one, the FV Martin, that's a lease I did way back on. Look at the videos, I was doing them out of Oregon, doing lumber. And where I live, lumber isn't like a close production facet, meaning I have to either luck up and get a load out to Medford, Oregon or Eugene from the house or from another company, because they just don't have sister companies associated with FB Martin. So yeah, that's one company you will that's why I did the videos. You'll go back and look. Now, I mean, maybe today I'll have to call them up, because I talk to people. I talk to them just see how stuff going around. I heard they say now they're starting to branch out. Now they got more, what's the word I'm looking for, profit and revenue. So now they're starting to branch out, maybe some empty pallet trailers, like dry vans. But even then, that's still like a small thing. So yeah, I don't, like I said, I just don't see me going to FB Martin anytime soon. Welks, thankfully, is better getting over to Montana because they have that reefer. But I love the livestock division because they're heavy sometimes. Good pay per mile for short distance runs. Shoot, for like 300 miles with cattle, I can easily get a gross of $32,000, and it's not even a press load. So that's definitely a plus. Definitely a plus. So, all right. So now my fourth top lease would probably, and I can't believe I'm saying this because it's kind of a debate, but nah, this is all my opinion. My fourth lease probably is quality distribution. Pay is a mix. Weight as well, depending on the division you get at the week. Now, the thing I like about them is it's many different customer branches, so got a lot of options to choose from. Similar to Welks Livestock, it's not an SCS based lease, so it has a lot of sister companies and contracts to the companies. But quality distribution, due to its dual division hauling, currently driving a food tanker. Although last week I was in contact with someone who was driving for them, and they said there was talks of a reefer division coming, so we'll see if that comes to play, because that'll definitely help too. But the two divisions they have now alone offer a lot of cargo to be hauled, along with a lot of shipper and customer options to have at hand. It does. Try it for yourself. Now, the con I have for quality distribution, and this is a personal con really, not a con for someone else, unless their debt to income ratio is similar desire like mine is for the minimum for the week. Like that means 2 loads at $40K won't be enough for my minimum, and $40K is like a good range for them a lot of times. Like, I mean, you can get a little bit higher, but yeah, like $40K and then the range and whatnot. So 2.5 weeks out is pretty common with them to meet my minimum for the weeks, meaning long hauls and miles. Yes, that's trucking, I know, but still, some days I'm just over being gone like any other job. I won't be home. I want to start headed back after a while. So that would be one of my cons with quality distribution. And the other con for them, which I feel they may change up on at some point, but as of right now and how it is right now, for my location, I never get to be on the the drive-in division. Yeah, I'm always getting that freaking food tank. Don't get me wrong, the company has other drivers, obviously, and that's okay, you move everything, I got it. And a lot of times Sunday, or whenever I have to be in a haul for a while, like 34s or whatever, putting in my clutch for an empty, I always would end up with the freaking food tanker trailer. No, I'm not awful. I mean, it pays well, just not as much as a drive-in as I would like, Maybe just because I'm a personal drive-in. I mean, the food tanker works, it pays well, but I mean, it's an option within the division. I want to be part of that option. I mean, maybe I know it now that I'm thinking about this. I'm going to actually look to see which pays more. But even then, even if the food tank does pay more, I'm still at one point want to at least try and get in the drive-in division. You know, I mean, it's part of it. I want to be part of it. I mean, we all equal drivers out here. I mean, I got a lot of experience more than some others, obviously, but that shouldn't play a role. We should all have our own say to equal parts of the company, the divisions, all of that, you know. So that's the other con I would have with quality distribution. So finally, and thankfully, because this turned out to be a lot longer rant than planned, coming in at number 5 and deserving in my mind, an SES-based lease actually, which is shocking for how it went down for it, but municipal waste management. Yes, okay, I got tired of it when I was trying to complete that STEAM achievement, but take that away for as long as I was doing just for that. The lease itself is actually really nice. Easily achievable minimum from the house. The cargo though limited is available at a lot of customers, so they have a lot of sister contracts. Meaning I'm never load scared when dropping and unloading. Con with them is contra. I'm screwing up these C words today. I don't know what's going on. No bumping. I'm gonna just skip over that word. Con with them is contradictingly. That's the word I couldn't get out. Contradictingly, just that they only do dumpster pins and paper products. So there are a lot of contracts. Sometimes it may not be available for me to get around the house, which, like Bellflower Local Division or Food Tank Division, I have to go empty to Bobtail, or go empty or Bobtail close to 100 miles from home. Like if I'm home, at least with municipal waste. I think when I got it, I grabbed the paper load real quick to get over there because I was trying to do the Montana thing. So I think that's how I got it so fast. But say they didn't have it, and again, even paper is a small commodity depending on when you're looking for what you're trying to do. So take that away, I would have to go up to like Oxnard or Carlsbad to get it. And granted, that's not awful, but I mean, call me sport, I don't care. I like to have like a 25 mile to 50 mile max to go pick up the load, you know. That's one of the reasons I love 42 Print, I guess, because it's legit right by my freaking house. And the same with Bitterman. They're not that far from the house either. So, but I mean, that would be my only real con, I guess I could say, with municipal waste management. But they would be my number 5. Heck, I'm just thinking about them now makes me want to jump on with them. But don't get me wrong, I love Gallon. I've been loving these last few weeks. This has been a great run. That's why I said they're tied for number 3 right now. Yes, they are. So, alright then, let me focus on this road. I'm sure I didn't talk to you off, so get some more scenic viewing.
Okay, now that I feel I didn't talk y'all a year off about leases, and we only got like another hour to get up here, which I didn't mean to talk the entire video, but whatever. And I keep looking at my trip just to make sure, because it doesn't have like some trucks the how much fuel you got left. So just checking to see where she's at, because you've seen we passed a lot of fuel stops, and I hate letting it get too low. It costs a lot to fill back up, but I'm like, hey, if you're gonna do something, make it count. And if I gotta fill it all the way back up at a lot, I will. That's why you have separate accounts for fuel and stuff like that. But nope, here's what I said we were going to do from the start of this video. I think it was early this morning when I said that. It's noon now. So, but we're finally getting to it. And I'm going to try and do it more regularly and earlier and more videos to come. But the X trending to tell you what's going on in today's time and just keep you up to date. Stuff that's happening. So let's see what's going on in the world. And like I said, I try and keep my X trending stuff, happy stuff going on. So let's see. Okay, so Justin Bieber about stupid. Justin Bieber literally couldn't have had less of a reaction to Hailey Bieber being trolled, and people feel low-key bad for her. I'm not sure why that is news. I really don't care what's going on in people's celebrity lives. But I mean, I could understand to a certain extent why he could care less and not have much of a reaction, because they're celebrities. I mean, people are gonna like you, people are not gonna like you. I mean, that's just the celebrity lifestyle. Let's see what else is trending. it's being slow, and it gets to be a little slow around this upper Northern California part. So, let's see. Alright, so this will be interesting, and I'm not gonna make it a long trending today. So, but 43 TikTok home products reviewers are raving about. So let's see what they are. Oh, the pink stuff. I remember that. Oh, yeah, we have that. Me and my wife have that. The pink stuff. It's like a cleaning product. That's literally what it's called. The pink stuff, and it works really well. You think I'm lying? I mean, you can find it lots of places, but try it out for yourself. It works really well. And come on, Ghost Power, you killing me with my shifting and everything, having the downshift now. Yeah, the pink stuff. I can see why they'd be raving about that. That is a really good product. And make sure I miss my turn here. Nope, I didn't think so. Just checking. And what else are they raving about? A fast-acting calm pet hair remover roller. Okay, didn't know. We might have to give one for our dog if they talking about it. It says it's beloved by pet owners. It's a sticky lint roller. I don't like the sticky ones, but if it works, it works. And trust me, thankfully our dog doesn't do too much shedding of the hair. But if it helps, I'll gladly look into it. Let's see what else they talking about. TikTok loves right now. A no scrub weekly shower cleaner. That I'm gonna look into, because I get tired of cleaning our showers all the time. I don't clean them as much as we should, or at least I should anyway. But now I'm gonna look into that one. What is it? Is like a name to it? It's set and forget to maintain its cleanliness over time. Okay, is there a product name? I don't know. I have to look into this one a little bit more, but I'm gonna look into this. Yep, a no scrub weekly shower cleaner. Yep, I'm gonna look into that now. I'm definitely gonna look into that. What's this one? A set of floating kitchen knives. What? They actually float? In an acrylic case that is frankly so badass that even as a person who can't cook to save their life, I'm like, do it for the vibe. And then obviously somebody wrote this, but what for real? Floating kitchen knife set. Huh. I would look into this too. I might not should have come here. A lot of this is stuff to buy, and I do have money, but I ain't trying to spend it on this stuff. But it looks pretty neat. Look it up if you're listening to this right now. Floating kitchen knife set. Yeah, floating kitchen knives. Yeah, they look kind of cool too. All of them are sitting there. Like if you were just walking by looking, it legit looks like they're just floating. Now when you get up and close, you'll see they're in a little holder for each knife. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Down here. I'll give one more to see what's happening, and I'll focus on getting over here to Oakland shippers. A slim magnetic stove shelf. I mean, I could see why. I mean, it's slim, it's simple, and you can store stuff on. I feel like they already have enough shelves over the stove. So, but I mean, looks really nice. I mean, put it on top. It fastens right on top of your stove, so it's nice. I mean, I can see why people would do it, but I feel like that's something people already have a lot of in some case or form over the stove storage and whatnot like that. But I mean, it's something that they apparently TikTok, excuse me, people on TikTok are liking, and it's trending. So if you want to look into that one, you can. And I think I'll stop the X trending now since we're already at the drop, and I'll focus on getting over here. But just something, I like doing it. That's why I talk to like marketing and all that to see if I can do more of them in my home dailies. Just keep up to date, see what's happening, you know, not so it's just, I know I'm coming. That's why I didn't even get fuel. Sending me them emails. Oh, we expect that delivery soon. Thankfully I'm right here, so. But yeah, so that's why I like those little X trending things. Just to keep up current, see what's going on in the world. I remember when I first started it, I think I was just scrolling through and not reading to myself, just reading as I went. I learned from that, and like I said, I want myself to be happy, light, airy, and just something positive, you know, not bad, because let's be honest, you can turn on any channel of the news or any day, and there's something bad, and I'm like, I don't want bad, negative vibes when people come to my channel, and this tight behind turn. Good Lord, I forgot how to take, come on, easy, don't move, car. Don't move, you stay right where you're at, and I got it, there we go. Yep, the fun of Northern California. I forgot that aspect. Yeah, when you go up north in California, it gets tight. It gets tight. everywhere. Like, I think as soon as you get past Huron, it is tight. But we're over here. We made it, thankfully. And I forgot this is going to be a little funky behind Twisted Turn 2. Now, not so much with this one, and come on, car, don't be behind. Don't be a butt. Don't be a butt. Don't be a butt. Come on, just give me a little more, thank you. Yeah, so not so much this one, because it's only 53. I don't even think this is a 53. I think it's a 45-foot trailer. But I remember coming through here a couple of times when I was with AMT. And oh boy, when you got like a triple axle thing trying to come around that corner, yeah, you'll remember it. Put it like that, you will remember it. And I'm glad Kilmore let me come through. Alright, cool. I think we're on time still. Yep, 2:36. So, and after this, I'm gonna get fuel. As a matter of fact, there's a gas station right there, so fuel. Rather, I shouldn't say gas, but. Alright, so fun Oakland shippers. I always love coming to them. They always have nice, roomy areas. There's not too many oftentimes coming here where I have a problem, like a tight back I have to get into. More so a lot of times, like, not now per se, because I know where that's at, but sometimes it's just finding it. And not so much Oakland shippers, but a lot of other, like, city dedicated shippers. Not so much finding how to get in the back, rather, but finding where it's at, because they have so much room. And the one that comes to mind as I say that is actually the Washington one, because that one's so big, you just gotta figure out where the heck you're going to drop it. So alright, now where do they want this one? Let's see, I thought it was right back here. It could be, and I'm just missing it. It's so bright up here. Well, show you a good thing that truckers do, or shit, dude, not all of them. I've heard anyway. And seen, I can't even say heard, I've seen it too. So come out here, look all around, see where it's at, because it's really bright out, so I don't even know where the marking is, which I know some people use mods, I'm just not big on mods. So let's see, where's, nope. And so right through here, and I think I passed it. Either I passed it, yep, yeah, I think I passed it, so. Alright, so let's see what we got here. The front of a drone. The front of a drone. Yeah, there it is. I thought so. Okay, so it's that little tight spot. Not tight. It's easy to get into, but so I said stop here because I knew it'd be close. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, back in the truck, so let's go ahead and get over there. Bam, bam, bam. Forward here. And thankfully there ain't no trailers here today. Sometimes there is trailers through here, so this will make this a little bit harder. But as you see, setting up in proper prep before you back makes everything so much easier. I know some drivers out there will be like, no, don't. Well, fine, maybe not to you, and I don't see how it wouldn't, but I've learned from years of doing this and driving truck in reality. Proper setup in the beginning makes a world of difference. Like a world of difference. Yeah, easy back. I'm just sitting outside the window just to watch as I do it. So I don't really have to pull up for this when I should. So I'm kind of a stickler for back and being perfectly perfect. So perfect you can be anyways. Back inside here. Got it there. Just swing a little this way. Yeah, I think we'll be good now. Maybe not a little bit like this. Yeah, we're good. Got it. So I'm just let it coast on back to the spot. There we go. And that's how you do that. So before we sign in and tell them we hear all that stuff, I just want to see what the board has, show y'all what it's coming up, so what might be next if I'm going to be home by the end of the day. Well, ain't no end of the day. I'm already at my hours to a certain point, because I've already driven 7. I only got 4 more to go, and I don't push myself that far. So I'm done for today, but I can at least get the load still now, get set up for the day. So I'm about to say, I know daggone where Oakland guys are. Yeah, that's if you look in. San Fran doesn't have nothing for the diesel trailer like this. So you'd have to do a dropping hook if you were going to get that. They don't have nothing. I could go to San Fran. No. I guess I'm just sitting till tomorrow then. 'Cause they ain't got nothing. I'm not going to Yuma because I mean, that'll push me great for rollover. But that'd be 4 day, like, so let's see, it's Tuesday now. So Thursday would be the earliest I could drop it. And yeah, I'm trying to take advantage of the rollover and be home by Thursday at the latest. Thursday at the latest. And right now they ain't got nothing here, so let me go here, just go to cargo market in general. I think I just did actually, and they didn't have nothing. Really? Oh, I guess this is that big one I was talking about. Yeah, okay. I mean, they got stuff, it's just nothing I want. And since I was talking about dropping the trailer, maybe anyway, let me see. Nope. 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 And nothing. Okay, that's fine then. So, I'm gonna go ahead now and just tell them I'm here, get unloaded, head on back out, get some fuel, because I need some fuel. As you can see, I need some fuel. So do that, and just chill for the rest of the day. It happens, that's trucking for you. So I'm chill for the rest of the day, see what we got first thing Monday, or actually no, take it back. It's late now, and I still got some time. Now that I think about it, I think what I might do, I'm gonna chill for the rest of the day. And all of these, the only one that might change up is this one. So 90%, because I ain't got much time left to do anyway, I'm gonna just sit around till tomorrow at 6 a.m. and then check the board again. So, and hey, that's trucking, it's part of life. So, well, alrighty then, thanks for watching. I'm sorry I talked your ear off. I know I did today, but I wanted, because I've been talking for a long time in my head about getting out a review of my top 5 leases. And I figured today was a good day, you know. I had plenty of time to get it up here, doing it, rolling up here from Oxnard. So I said, go ahead and knock it out. You can say you did it. And that's one of the biggest things I believe in life is if you have a thought and you're passionate about it, do it. It doesn't matter what other people respond to or anything like that. It's the fact that you did something you set out to do, you know. So, alrighty then. Well, thanks for watching as always. And be safe out here. And I will holler at y'all on the next Home Daily.